Is it easier to run Facebook ads in your local market, or is it easier to run it and do deals nationwide? That's the case study that I'm going to go over here with you today from an actual client who tried to do both and ended up doing a nationwide deal. On this nationwide deal, he made a $20,000 deal, spending $1,600, which is a more than 10x ROI on his money for that nationwide campaign. He had 55 leads and he closed that one deal, which ended up being in North Carolina. Now, he did not initially want to do nationwide. He was very resistant to it. However, now he is a converted nationwide wholesaler. So let me share with you the actual, and then industry average on a cost per deal out there is $3,000 to $6,000, meaning that from what I've seen in a lot of different interviews where people are using paid ads, they're spending 3 to 6 grand in order to make a $15,000 to $20,000 check. These numbers were better, and they can get better because this was the first deal he did nationwide. So I'm sharing you this video because I want you to expand your horizons. You might be stuck cold calling, you might be stuck in your local market, and you're just a month or two away from completely transforming your business. My name again is Cris Chico. I'm considered the godfather of virtual wholesaling. I'm the one that pioneered Facebook ads for motivated sellers. We do TikTok ads, Google, and we do a bunch of stuff. We help real estate investors find deals using online marketing. If you're interested, click the link in the description. All right, so here's the message that he sent me. I got it blocked off here. He says, Cris, I just want to let you know I recently closed on a $20,000 deal in North Carolina by using the Facebook ads that you're helping me with. I realize a lot of times you hear about challenges, but you don't always get the positive feedback from students. So just wanted to give you the heads up. It took about 40 or 50 leads before I got that deal, but with now he spent $3,300 on, for his nationwide campaign, and because it included also the local campaign. So the nationwide was only $1,600, but I'll show you the numbers here. He spent $3,300. So even with the $3,300 total spend, he still made pretty good amount of money. And he hasn't run the ads, but now he is rejuvenated. So here's what happened. These are the campaigns here that he was running for his local area, which ended up being in Texas. This is my dog. Oh, I'm not a dog guy. Dog drives me up the wall. It's my kid's dog. So these are the Texas cities. The cost per lead on these Texas cities was $70 per lead. So he spent $70 per lead for 18 leads, spent $1,200. So what happened is we originally ran nationwide. He said, you know what? I really would like to run local. I think it'll be easier. He ran local, but the leads were not that great. And he was spending a lot more money per lead. Whereas here, with the nationwide leads, we were running cities and we were running very tightly targeted areas. So we're not running pure nationwide. We're running them to lead forms. And, the average cost per lead across all the campaigns, 55 leads, was $30. And so he spent $1,600, so a considerable amount less money. He spent a considerable amount less on the leads here versus here. And here's the most important thing about this. Here's why this model, I believe, is the best way to do deals in 2025. Number one is that in this scenario, when he was targeting these cities, he's fighting the ninjas. He has to be a ninja in a room full of ninjas, because that's what you have in these major metropolitan areas. When you're doing deals like this, you're going to get leads in a variety of different areas. You're going to get 3 types of leads. You're going to get leads that are just going to be completely rural. But if you target cities like we targeted with him, you're going to minimize that. You're going to get deals in smaller markets that are viable, that may have a population of 10 or 20 or 30,000. But when you look on Zillow, when you look at all the different tools that I've shown you in the past, there's quite a bit of activity and there's a lot of potential in those areas, and you can make good money. And so then the last thing is, like he did, even though you're running like this, you also are going to get low hanging fruit leads in large metros. But the main important thing is that if he was targeting only North Carolina here, he would have paid a lot of money for this lead. If he was doing Google search, he would pay upwards of $300 for a lead. If he was buying leads individually from these pay per lead companies, he would be spending that much money for these leads. But he got that lead for what was the average here, which is $30 per lead right here. That's what he paid for that lead. Now he got these other leads too as well, but if all he did was throw away these 50 leads, completely throw the women away, and all he did was get that lead, then he could do that all day long and make a ton of money. And that's what the beauty of this model. Here's what I recommend you do next. Click on this video that'll pop up right here. And this video will walk you through our entire process for generating these leads, so you know exactly how it gets done. And then you can decide if you want to join the party.